Well, I got some news, from my visit, and you may have seen me when I was in my spike of fear and concern, and I was really worried about the difference between the possibility of having metastases versus primary brain tumor. So with Dr. Malone coming into the room, I was so happy to see him. Even just him walking through the door, and we hugged even before I knew what the preliminary findings are, and so it's not metastases. It's definitely not metastases. It's a primary brain tumor of glial origin, of uncertain grade, and it's very much a preliminary reading, but it's somewhat encouraging because on the sample they didn't find any markers of highly aggressive disease. They didn't find necrosis. They didn't find these mitote features, which is or these patterns of rapid turnover. So I am in a moment of reprieve, and it was really sweet because I was able to give Dylan a call, because every time I ask him, he says, "Dad, do you have good news? Do you have good news? Do you have good news?" And I actually had some, genuine, encouraging news for him. And I said, even if this comes back, even if this comes back as somehow on another sample, a high-grade glioblastoma, grade 4, it's not a met. So it's not a met. So it gives me a fighting chance. That's metastases. So it's not a met, and I feel like I have a fighting chance. And the funny thing is, with Dylan, he's 16 years old. He goes to sports and he fires himself up by saying, "Let's go, let's go!" And so I was able to say to him, "We've got a fighting chance, let's go!" And he said to me, he said, "Dad, for the first time, I've cried tears of joy." And so my heart is full, and I've come here with my love of my life to my favorite part in San Diego. Here we are at Torrey Pines, and actually we came here a couple of weeks ago for a walk, and we reflected, life was so good 2 weeks ago. Life was so good 2 weeks ago, and we were in our semi-retirement, and we were walking up reflecting how blessed we feel for the life we have. And then we got the diagnosis, and I tell you, this moment now is even sweeter than that moment, because what this cancer has done has taught me lessons about the meaning of life that makes me so, right now, I am so much more appreciative and intentional about the interactions I'm having with giving and receiving love. I have never felt this alive. I have never felt alive. These colors to me are just like so gorgeous, and it is the joy of joy to be alive today. It's a joy of joy to be alive today in my favorite place in San Diego. So life is good, and I hope somehow this inspires your day to live each day to the fullest, make every moment count. The purpose of life is to be fully alive. I love and appreciate all of you listening.